Welcome to my next Big Bang Theory Season 11 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important. If you aren't caught up to the point where I am and rewatching or watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which, of course, I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you find that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be The Big Bang Theory, Season 11, Episode 19. The title of this episode is called The Tenant Disassociation. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. Leonard is teasing Raj about being scratched by his tiny dog, Cinnamon, of course. Penny returns from work with a sandwich she grabbed from the lunch truck downstairs. Sheldon objects that it was Friday and they should all be eating Chinese food. Amy says that the Chinese invented the sandwich. Howard leaves to go get a sandwich. Sheldon and Amy start to argue about the invention of the sandwich and that he talks in his sleep. Sheldon insists that they will talk about it when he is asleep. Leonard signals everyone and they leave, not wanting to hear about Shamey's sleeping habits. Then Sheldon folds his musho into a sandwich, telling Amy that she might be right. Amy looks around and sees that no one else heard Sheldon's last admission that Amy was right. The smell of the lunch truck was driving Sheldon crazy. He doesn't think that he can work with his desire to have a sandwich, and he can't have one because it goes against his need for a rigid schedule. Amy then leaves, clutching some money, denying that she had any alternative motives. Raj and Howard are enjoying the hot tub, though Howard is uncomfortable with his friend's inappropriate comments. Raj notices a crashed drone in the bushes next to the porch. Howard thinks he can fix it, but is reluctant to look for its owner. Penny comes in complaining that the lunch truck has moved because someone complained to the Tenants Association. It's not allowed to be park on their street anymore. Leonard first wonders who might do it, and then they go to Sheldon's front door. Sheldon concurs that he made the complaint. Penny then emails the Tenants Association as Sheldon's phone goes off. Sheldon is actually the president and the entire association, and he tells Penny to spell check her emails. Howard finishes his repairs to the drone, and Raj compliments his job, resyncing the drone to his controls. They get it to hover. Raj wants to play William Tell with a bowl on his head. Bernadette appears and doesn't want them to break her bowl. Then she worries about who the owner might be and tells them to check the video card. Howard tells her that is a great idea, very enthusiastically. So he's like, God damn it, Bernadette. Sheldon verifies that he is the association, its president, and its harshest critic. The Hofstetters, Leonard and Penny, realize that all the fines they have been getting from the Tenants Association were Sheldon's doing. Amy returns and acknowledges that even she didn't know about Sheldon's building shenanigans. Penny calls an emergency meeting to vote Sheldon out. Amy reads the minutes of the last meeting. Leonard calls for a vote of no confidence. Penny agrees, passing the motion 2-1. Sheldon wants to hear from Amy, his fiancée. Penny then calls Amy her best friend. Amy doesn't want to get involved until Sheldon invites her to the next meeting in his shower, and then Amy votes for Sheldon. It's a tie, no confidence motion, defeated. Penny and Leonard can't believe that Amy voted against them. Amy comes in to explain herself. Leonard wonders why she sided with her fiancé when he was being that crazy. And Amy thinks that he is like that all the time. She doesn't want to go against Sheldon over a pastrami sandwich. And all they need to do is get one other tenant to vote with them. Penny then admits that it is a good plan, which Amy denies ever coming up with. She announces that she was never here and proceeds to take some of their food because Sheldon thinks she went shopping. And then when she leaves, after leaving, Leonard admits that how weird she is, but next to Sheldon, who could tell? Howard is checking out the video card on the drone, which briefly shows a cute girl holding it. Raj insists that they have to find her because she is so cute and appears to have money. Bernadette looks over the image and notes that she is wearing a pin from Stewart's comic book store. Leonard and Penny start to visit the other residents. One is not interested because they didn't come to his housewarming party and that he had bought a lot of food. The next tenant isn't going to vote against Sheldon because Sheldon has a restraining order against him. He locked Sheldon out while he was on the roof more than once. And then another tenant who attended Sheldon's brunch doesn't understand that she should vote for Leonard. Howard wants Stewart to identify the woman on the video. Her name is Cynthia, and Stewart hasn't seen her in a while. He had tried a creepy new smile on her as a way to flirt, which drove her away, disturbing Howard. Stewart looks up her address on his mailing list. Amy returns home and finds Sheldon wanting to make Leonard and Penny's life a living hell using his power as president of the Tenants Association. He is setting a minimum height requirement for use of the laundry room. He doesn't think that the leaders should step aside just because of consent of a governed, and Amy calls that democracy. Raj walks up to Cynthia's door. She recognizes her drone and finds Raj sweet and charming. She gives him her phone number for a reward and wants him to call her later. While Amy and Sheldon are eating dinner, Leonard and Penny walk in with a copy of their lease. Amy is actually sole signee on apartment 4B, and Sheldon is no longer on their lease for apartment 4A. Amy denies knowing anything about it. Since he can't be president, Leonard nominates himself, and Penny seconds it. Amy abstains, but notes that it is it's impossible for Sheldon to run. Sheldon agrees, though, states that under California law, he is still a resident after 30 days. Amy then votes for Leonard because she doesn't think that Sheldon can handle the power, i.e. the laundry room height requirements. Sheldon decides to pass on the office, but also plans to be vocal opposition of the new president, and Leonard wonders if he made a mistake. And then Howard and Raj have a discussion where Howard's uncomfortable thinking of himself with Raj in the hot tub. Cynthia reviews the video on her drone and sees Raj demanding her to have his babies. She is shocked and then closes up her laptop once he says he won't wear underwear on their first date. And that's what ends this episode of The Big Bang Theory. So this was funny and had some good moments. There's been a couple dull episodes as of late, but this one was good. I'm going to score it an 8.2 out of 10. And my character of the episode for this one is going to be Sheldon. And as many of you know, I actually rate Penny because Penny is the reason why I started watching The Big Bang Theory and one of the reasons why I continued watching The Big Bang Theory. So for this one, I'll give her a 7.6 out of 10. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please consider Hulk smashing the like button. Otherwise, I'll have Sheldon and the Tenants Association or the YouTube Viewers Association come after you. Share this video. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of The Big Bang Theory. What would you score it, and whom, if you had to choose, would be your character of the episode? You can rate Penny like I do. Just make sure you do that in the comment section. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDEV TV.